The Boys Next Door was dark, and that was a really powerful story. Who are you?
I love that frame.
Hello.
Boys Next Door.
You forget how you think young people aren't that violent, but they are. And you think that all bubbles up. It was wonderful just to be on the side. I'm on the side of that, but watching that was really scary and moving.
Awesome. And Stewart, don't run. Tell us about the Italian. What we got to know about the last time.
I don't have anything new for you guys. I haven't heard from from the director for years. The last time I heard from him, he wanted me to shoot a pilot, and we went up in the desert.
Oh yeah,
and it was just him. It was no other crew. It was just him and the other actor and me. And it was a long day of frustration, and it never went anywhere. And so then he asked by email, "Can we go again next weekend?" And I said, "Sure, but here's some things we need to do." And I asked him questions about the script that we hadn't discussed. I asked him questions about, what the heck my character was doing, et cetera, et cetera. And I never heard from him since. I have not heard from him since. But just like the last time when we talked, as far as I know about the Italian, he wasn't happy with it. He wanted to reshoot. And the lead actor had gone back to Italy, and that was it. So you could try to contact him, maybe on IMDb or something, and say, "Hey, when's it going to be released?"
It says completed.
But I don't know if he'll ever release it.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
I will translate that part because Jhon needs to contact him. Maybe he will ask to Jhon, que como sea tu
Jhon, you should interview him. You should interview the guy. I can't remember his name now.
Jhon, que entrevistes al director de Italian, que le preguntes porque volvieron a grabar. Y lo de Sara es una respuesta muy bella. Creo que tuviste el proyecto, ¿no?
Sí.
Uno siente que los seres humanos no tienen un lado oscuro, pero en realidad lo tienen. Esa resume todo. Continúa.
Yo voy a entrevistar al director, téngalo por seguro, y le voy a preguntar sobre el italiano.
Jhon said that he will interview that director and he will ask about the movie Italian. He promised.
Yes, ask him. He's and Michael, the director, he's also a cinematographer. He's a cinematographer. He's done. He does great camera work. He just wasn't happy.
We need to find Michael. Jhon, tienes que buscar a Michael, pero continúa.
Wow, excelente. Además, hay dos cortos que sí yo quiero felicitarlos porque me tuve la tarea de verlos y por eso es que los volví a reencontrar. Porque el falso espejo que sobre Stewart trata sobre otra vez que involucra el tema del miedo. Aún sigue vigente la carta que nos dijo acerca sobre el cuento del miedo o ha cambiado alguna percepción y en Sara le pregunto sobre qué opina sobre las películas psicodélicas. Piensa que es como un buen impulso para aquellas personas que de pronto no se adaptan a este tipo de imágenes, conceptos.
The projects, and in fact, Jhon said that these two projects are the one that why they called you. Okay, first for Sara, it's Saving Souls. It's about the psychedelia. So what do you think about this kind of projects? And Stewart, about the false mirror. We know that these deals also with terror. You know that the last time we talked about the subject. And Jhon is asking that you tell us about a letter about the terror in movies, in writings. You got the same opinion? You had changed something in your vision about terror? Tell us more. Torture, Sara.
Oh, man.
Saving Souls. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I'm not sure if I remember Saving Souls now.
I know you were, weren't you like trying to seduce a priest or something? I remember you walking into a church and you're flirting with someone.
Oh my God.
Oh, she remembers the flirting.
Flirting. I remember the flirting. I'm going to have to think about that. You go.
Okay. You were asking about Perros Negro?
The false mirror.
I'm sorry?
Oh my God.
The false
mirror. The false mirror.
Oh, the false mirror. Oh, yes. Sorry. And that's Hollywood in the background you can hear. The false mirror. I was really surprised when I saw it because all I was involved in was that little bit where I'm being interviewed.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we read through it once before that. No, we didn't. We didn't read through it. We met individually with the director in a coffee house, and then we just showed up at the set, and we were just shooting it. And as far as my interview was concerned, they just put me in the chair, and they just started asking me questions, and then just letting it go, and then trying it in different ways. Basically, I think my character was really an ancillary character, and may have given you a bit of a false sense as to the tone of the thing, because it did get a little darkly humorous later. That's really all I have to say about the false mirror. I liked it when I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought everybody did a great job. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, but the same actor played two different roles.
Yes.
I think he played the drug dealer / priest, and he played the guy who got, hit at the end. Spoiler alert.
It's surreal because Stewart will say, oh, he's saying that because he's interviewing me. No, it's crazy. I was watching yesterday with my mother some episode for Malcolm, and it's crazy because I watched the episode in which you appear, and the one that you are one of the agents that is talking to Francis, and he's saying about a probe or something. Francis is dressed like an alien, and I was, is that Stewart? And I was watching an video. Oh my God. It was 20 years ago, and I was Jhon. I think I just saw Stewart in Malcolm, and I was, Mom, I interview Stewart. I'm going to interview him again. And, oh yes, I needed to say tell you that.
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, you were the agent
in
that episode. Yo tenía que decirle que lo vi en Malcolm.
Oh, man, la verdad es necesario. A ambos, a Sarah y a Stewart. Hay algo que sí me pareció muy increíble, que yo siempre he visualizado la mayoría de sus cortos, pero hay algo que en Sarah sí le he querido preguntar, es sobre Volcano Girl. Esa es una historia que trata sobre cómo las personas piensan de los superhéroes, qué pasaría si fuese real. Pero esta es una pregunta que siempre surgió ahí en la trama. ¿Cuál es su superhéroe de la vida real que tanto admira? No solo puede ser de un cómic, en la vida real puede ser algún familiar o algo. Y también en Stewart está esta que trata sobre, él hace un papel de un mecánico. O sea, ¿qué tan eficiente fue ese rol para comprender un poco sobre los jóvenes se varan y pues por amor y deciden ir a su destino, pero un mecánico los ayuda? No sé, ahí...
Okay, there are two interesting questions from Jhon. First is from Volcano Girl, from Sarah. And the question is, there is like a superhero, I don't know, for a comic or another source, or maybe a person that you admire. And yes, Stewart, from Lost in a Sense, we know that you play a mechanic in that short film, and you help these young kids. And the question is, Jhon, ¿cómo eso le ayuda a comprenderlo? If you understand, and other projects that you had worked with young actors, these type of projects let you understand the young people?
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah, Volcano Girl.
Oh, Volcano.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm Volcano Girl. I do. Okay, so most of the work I do is short films. A lot of those, thank you.
We love short films.
Those are very young writers and directors. In some cases, they're writing for themselves. Volcano Girl, I thought was a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's and it predates, The Boys. It's all about the home life of superheroes. And it was just the young woman who played the Volcano Girl was awesome. And working with a director, working with a young female director as well and writers is pretty cool. Let's see how much the world's changed. I've seen it go from all male to really now it's not white guys anymore. It's really opening up to a whole world of people. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. And I've noticed the same thing on this is probably off the subject of your question, but I've noticed the same thing in a lot of the television sets that I've been showing up on lately. A lot more women, a lot more people of color, and actually they're more relaxed sets. I've been on sets where the testosterone level is so high and everybody's got to be, competing with each other. And I've gone to some of these sets where half the crew is women and there's a woman directing. Everybody's laid back and doing their job. Everybody's laid back and doing that. That's great. Lost in a Sense. Oh, Medium. Yeah, Medium.
Medium.
Medium was a rough set for you.
Yeah, but that was
Lost in a Sense. You want to know about working with the young actors?
Yes, but you tell us interesting side because somehow you tell us how sets have changed. And in fact, it's crazy because I was telling to Jhon, it's great to have Stewart back, but it's going to be difficult to ask about your whole career because it's a lot of sets, it's a lot of series, it's a lot of eras. But yes, you tell us how sets have changed. I don't know if with the youth, the sets or the young actor has changed, or this kind of project let you understand more the young people, the young actors.
I'm not sure I quite understand the question. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell the Medium story.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. For me, this is a story that. So years ago, there was a Rosanna Arquette was in a lead in a series called Medium. Wonderful. She was wonderful. She was delightful. I had a couple of days work on it, but the producers were such alpha males that the set was toxic.
Oh my
and there were a couple of men who were stand-ins who were homosexual. And the way they were treated by the crew and the producers was, now admittedly, that's 20 years ago. 15.
No, it wasn't. I'll find out.
You'll find out. I'll keep talking. But that, honestly, I think that was the last time I ever felt that kind of alpha male on a set.
17 years ago.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
But again, also it seems with younger actors and younger directors and writers, there is a lot more, it's less rigid.
More give and take.
More give and take. And maybe not that. I mean, they do have their ideas and they know what they want,
right.
But it just doesn't seem as arteriosclerotic. It just doesn't seem as hardened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, that makes sense.
Yes, and in fact, Jhon asked me a favor. He told me that this is the first interview that, and you have to correct me if we are wrong, and both of you talk about this short film. I know it was a role set, but Jhon, it's true. It's the first time that you talk about this short film in an interview.
Yeah.
Yes? Sí,
Yeah.
¿ves? Sí, Jhon.
Oh my God. No lo sabía. No lo
Sí,
sabía.
es la primera vez, Jhon.
Es increíble. Gracias. Thank you for that work. yo les voy a hablar sobre esta serie. La verdad,
Tú la
díganle a
amas.
Andrés que el rey
¿Es tu
Donovan.
favorita?
Sí, o sea, ambos estuvieron. Sara, la decana, y Stewart es el abogado Windsor. Entonces, yo le pregunto a ambos, porque esta serie para mí catapultó como ver otra realidad. ¿Qué opinas sobre aquel mundo, sobre lo que son de las celebridades, tú sabes, sobre cómo se muestran en sí y también pregúntale sobre cómo disfrutaron los personajes? Qué lástima que no tuvieron la última temporada sin una película, pero me hubiera gustado una temporada más.
Y le confesaré que ayer hicimos un conteo de nuestras series favoritas. Okay, yesterday we played a game with Jhon, and I don't know, Stewart, if you remember Cesar, our friend from Mexico. He's not today in the channel, but hi, Cesar. We played a game about telling our favorite series. You know that the last time I told you that you appear in two of my favorite movies that are Mank and Danica, and in fact, I always tell you that. But in series, you appear in two of my favorite series that are Malcolm in the Middle and like Winning Time, and also you appear on Beat. Beat is on the countdown that made Caesar, but their favorites both of you appear in the favorite series from Jhon, Ray Donovan.
Oh, that's
Oh, amazing.
Please make Jones happy.
Oh, that's such a fab. And how it's changed and morphed.
She was in it long before I was.
Yeah,
Wow.
but you had some nice roles too. You had some fun with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So Ray Donovan, and so do you have any experiences about Ray Donovan that you want to share?
Since it was basically, I'm sort of an off-screen presence. They kept wanting me to talk to this crowd, introducing the parents to the private school that the kids are going to. So I started ad-libbing and making things up and making people laugh and just getting silly. And I had a great time, but you never saw any of it, which is good considering some of the things I was saying about the school.
So you were pretty much off screen.
You saw me for a blip.
Oh.
Yeah, it's basically an introduction to, oh God, I can't remember the woman who played his wife, but the close-up is all on her because she's waiting for Ray to show up,
right,
and she wants to get the kids into the private school, and I'm one of.
Yeah, and I don't remember if we talked about this before, but my Ray Donovan experience was that I think I auditioned on a Tuesday, and Thursday I was at the Sony wardrobe department getting fitted, and that afternoon I was on the set. It was something like that. It was very fast like that, and that was the first day. And I actually had a pretty good time on it. Most of the actors were very good to work with. Ian McShane was wonderful. I didn't get along that well with one of the directors, apparently because I was trying to be helpful. I don't know, but it was fine. He only directed one episode, and I got along well with everybody else.
Hey, didn't you have a women director a couple of times?
I don't think that any women directed that
season.
But my worst moment on the Ray Donovan set was during a lunch after a read through of the next episode, and I'm horrible at talking to people and meeting people. And I went up to the casting table. I don't know if I should say this or not because it was a horrible thing. I said to the casting director, "Thank you very much for this opportunity," and shook his hand. And he never saw me in the audition, but the woman next to him is probably the one who did my audition. And then I looked at her and said, "And you too." And then I guess I turned about 3 shades of red, turned around and left.
I love you.
And later I sent them a huge gift basket apologizing for my
doofus,
my horrible behavior. So that's right on for me.
Oh, and by the way, in the countdown, Jhon also mentioned Mad Men. You appear on Mad Men, and of course, I always had to remember you that you are on one of the favorite movies from Jhon, that is Across 5 Aprils, no? But Jhon, ¿tienes una pregunta? Yes, in fact, Jhon may in the last interview, may Stewart fly back in time, and Stewart did a really beautiful answer about that movie. Jhon loved it. I don't know where he in fact Jhon have it. I don't know where he found it. ¿Cierto, Jhon, que tú amas Across 5 Aprils, no?
Sí. I love it.
Jhon, ¿tienes algo o puedo preguntarla?
Bueno,
No,
no, yo solo voy a decir un comentario para felicitarlo. Y es todas las, o sea, me gusta todo Raydon, pero la tercera temporada donde estuvo Stewart es la temporada más perfecta para mí en esa serie.
No, y también le voy a decir que empezar una serie para verlo a él.
Ajá.
Jhon asked me a favor. In fact, the favorite season of Jhon and Ray Donovan is the third season in which you, Stewart, appear. And yes, I have another confession. I started to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. only for see the episode that you appear. I will start it. But I have to ask you this question for you, Sarah. Because, yes, I think, and you have to correct me, that the most known project that you have appeared is on Engraving Student You Batch. And you also appear on a short film. Oh, no. Well, how do you feel to be part
Since I was in Gremlins 2, briefly, when I got the casting, when I saw the casting notice for Gremlins Recall, I went, yeah, I got to go for that. It was so cool. The writer director came up with a wonderful script, and it's a wonderful open-ended script. I don't know if he'll ever get any permission to go any further with that. But I had a screaming ball. In Gremlins 2, watching them operate the Gremlins is so wonderful because they've got video playback. So they're watching whatever they're doing on screen, manning the puppets. Let's see. So, but when we did Gremlins Recall, it's all live. They were all marionettes. So they're all on sticks and they were doing it live right there. So in some cases they're on strings. That was wonderful. And of course I got my eyes sucked out. So that was great makeup.
In Gremlin Recall.
In Recall.
Yeah.
I lived through Gremlins too. I'm trying to see if I've got that photo.
From Gremlins 2 or Recall?
Recall, when I got my eyes sucked out.
Oh,
yeah.
You sent me that.
Yeah, I think I did.
I don't think I saved it.
Oh, man. I wonder if I kept that. I don't know if this will come up.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yes, but my internet is
so
really,
awesome.
it's really sucking. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a terrific piece of latex, and they had me close my lid, and they covered my lid with black, so it looked like my eyeball had been totally sucked out. It was wonderful.
She's always coming home with some kind of latex or prosthetic on and showing, look at this, they cut my arm open, or something like that. Was it Grey's Anatomy?
Grey's Anatomy.
You had this huge, disgusting wound on your arm.
It was wonderful.
Ugh.
And what is your favorite makeup or your favorite prosthetic that you came home?
Well, okay. The eyeball was awesome because I don't think I got a picture of the actual eyeball hanging out of my head. No.
Why would you?
Because I did.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
That's so great and horrible at the same
marvelously
time.
disgusting.
Wow.
Yeah. But I couldn't drive home with that. But on Grey's Anatomy, because I have the makeup was a horrible infection on my arm. And when we were done shooting the second day, I asked him, no, don't take it off. And I drove home with it so I could gross out Stu, and it was disgusting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Yeah.
The very first movie I did, Time Sweep, way back in the 1980s. I played a decomposing alien, a rotting alien, and they had us in jumpsuits. So all the makeup was on our hands and our faces, and they covered our hands and faces in latex, and they made big pustules and craters and stuff in our faces, and rotted our teeth and messed up our hair and everything. And we just looked disgusting. And it took them hours to get all that done. And then they said, okay, let's break for lunch.
Yeah.
Don't mess up your makeup.
Yep.
And then later on, and then in the movie, when we did the movie, and I did my scene, somebody punched me in the stomach and ripped in and pulled out my spine, and then showed it to me, and I collapsed.
Done, dude.
So that's my favorite bit of prosthetic makeup.
Esta producción que es de Sara, que la verdad, yo le voy a ser sincero, Sara, yo desde que vi su actuación, yo dije, no, esto es increíble. Háblame sobre cómo fue la caracterización de su personaje, sobre qué opinas sobre el tema de la esquizofrenia. Y Stewart, cuando vi esta película, yo dije, oh, man, deben hacerle una película aparte de su personaje, porque no sé, hay mucho secreto oculto en esta historia.
Okay. First, Jhon, congratulations, Sarah, for your role in Freckles. Yes, how do you deal in that role with the schizophrenia? And it's crazy because the last time I asked you, Stewart, about Danica, and Danica tries with the same subject, but with a twist, of course. And Jhon felt, this is for Stewart, that your character in Deadly Sugar Daddy needs like their own movie. But start with Sarah and Freckles.
Your character, Sarah, is amazing.
The director on that, he wrote and directed and acted in it. And that Feckless was, I played teachers a lot. But he wrote such a wonderful arc for his own character. And the fact that this woman from his past, watching her disintegrate, I'm a supporting actor. Everything I do is to move the story along or to make sure the lead character's arcs and emotions are carried through. And be able to take that character and go from a normal human being to someone who is homeless and who's devolved in her own brain into just rage and anger, and seeing this young guy try and deal with that was wonderful. That was remarkable.
Jhon, congratulations, Sarah. I need to watch that movie, but he says that it's an amazing role that you play.
It's she starts out as a wonderful teacher, and somehow something happens and she just disintegrates into anger and rage.
Wow.
And she's homeless and becomes homeless. So yeah,
that's scary. And somehow it reminds me the other movie, no? The Danica. You know what? But it will be a bit of spoiler if I say the ending of that movie. But no,
yeah.
But Stewart, no, it's not the tune for Danica, but for Deadly Sugar Daddy. Do you feel that your character needs their own movie? Jhon feels that way.
My character does what?
And Deadly Sugar Daddy deserves its own movie. I know.
Deadly Sugar Daddy. Yeah, on IMDb, they call it Sugar Baby Murder.
Oh, that's good.
But I think Deadly Sugar Daddy is what it's also known as. My character, I think they originally just wanted that character to kind of grunt and just just make noise, and I guess be like a pig or something to really gross the girl out. But but they gave me lines, and so I went ahead and I'm a nice guy. I mean, he's not a creep, right? He wasn't a creep. He wasn't the deadly sugar daddy.
Yes.
He was just a guy out on a date. So I thought that was the best scene in the whole movie.
But let's wait for the movie for that character. Maybe John say that John que dice que él siente que fue lo mejor en la película.
No.
Pero dice que está esperando esto. Yo le dije que esperemos a la secuela con la que él salga. Y después te cuento. Crazy because the first in the individual role that both of you appear. As the first one is in failure to launch. In fact, yes, I watched that movie when I decided to watch with my mother just when the outbreak and the pandemic started. Oh, let's watch some romantic comedies. But yes, because we had to. But yes, what I don't know. What is your thought about that? This is the first movie that appears on the IMDb. I know that you appear in the party. In the how we say it in Spanish, in the barbecues. Yes, we say asado here in Latin America. John, ¿tienes una pregunta?
Sí, de hecho tengo ambas, pero que le responda, no sé. Oh, it's frozen.
Oh, it's frozen again.
Yes.
No, but I'm bad. I'm here.
It's cute.
Yeah. We almost never get to work together.
Never.
We've worked together on stage more than we have on camera.
Yeah.
Failure to Launch. Mm-hmm. Actually, a friend of ours, who actually you knew her before I did, Deborah Dion.
Yeah.
Casting director, was casting. The scene that we did was not in the original script.
Oh, this was post-production.
Yeah, this was This was an additional scene that they shot because they needed it to set everything up. So she called us in and had us read, and we got the gig, and we shot it in one very chilly day.
Oh, freezing. I thought my feet were turning to ice.
Pasadena?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we just had a great time.
Oh, what was her name? The actress, the lead.
Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates. Oh. And it was fun. It was fun with Kathy Bates and Terry Bradshaw. Yeah. The way they were kidding with each other and joking and talking, and they were very relaxed. They weren't snooty or anything. They weren't insisting on being in a separate room or something. Yeah.
Because I was trying not to lose it because it's Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, Academy Award winner. and Tony Award too, right?
Oh my God,
yeah. So, yeah.
But, I mean, what was the adaptation of that wonderful Stephen King? Misery. Oh, she was wonderful. So they were Bradshaw and Bates were so genuine and relaxed and cool. It's like, I didn't turn into a quivering wreck.
Yeah. It was a fun day.
Stewart, you told that you share more time on a stage, and I love when actors and actresses tell about her experience on a stage. Tell us something about that. And because I know that when they talk about theater, they love theater.
We actually met at an audition. It was for a small theater company in Hollywood called Theater of Note, and Note, N-O-T-E, stands for New One-Act Theater Ensemble. Sarah was a member from the beginning. Mm-hmm. And when I moved out here, I got in through a friend of mine who was also a member. And we auditioned together. And this is the first time we saw each other. And we were finished auditioning, and she turned to me and started laughing. And we both got cast in the roles that we auditioned for. Mm-hmm. And we both, the whole ensemble got an award from the LA Weekly, right? Yeah. And so we've played, I played her father, I played her
husband, lover.
I played your son too, didn't I?
No, you played my nephew.
I played, your nephew, was it Taxes?
Yeah.
Okay, Taxes. And also I played somebody you never had any interaction with. Weren't you in Birdwatcher?
No, I wasn't in Birdwatch. I was in one of the other nights.
Oh, one of the other nights, but it was the same
evening.
Production type. Yeah, same evening. Well, it wasn't same evening. It was the same overall production, just different evenings of, whatever. And probably one of the most substantial things that we did together was called A Bright Room Called Day. Oh. It's a Tony Kushner play.
Oh.
And we did that in 2000?
Yeah, I think so.
We did that in 2000. And that was a lot of fun.
Nazi Germany.
If you like Nazi Germany, it was a lot of fun.
A lot of laughs.
Nazism is only as much fun as you make it. Is there anything else you want to know about our stage? Oh, and the last thing we did together on camera was an industrial film.
Oh, yeah.
It was last year.
Yeah.
Last year. It was last spring. And we played husband and wife. Yeah. And they actually turned it into some kind of a commercial for the internet, but we've never seen it, so we have no idea.
It's maybe on the Didware or something. I don't know. Yes, it's not. Or it's a Los Media, that term. I think Jhon got the last question. Jhon, Dala, última pregunta.
Hay algo que sí le quiero preguntar a ustedes, es que lo más importante de todo esto es poder comprender un poco como todo su cine, y lo hemos abarcado totalmente, pero tengo esta última pregunta para ambos. Es increíble. Primero, ¿dónde se puede encontrar, Sara, el cortometraje de Bloody Mary? Porque créame que yo lo he estado buscando por todos los lados y no lo he podido ver. Y lo segundo, es algo para los dos, pero obviamente esta pregunta va para la persona de Stewart, y es, The Crazy Love trata sobre una pareja que busca el amor, pero sin sonar ni parándula ni nada, les pregunto a ambos, ¿cómo nació el amor por ustedes por el cine y qué los ha mantenido hoy día?
Sería un buen complemento para lo que dijeron ahorita. Y nos contaron cómo se conocieron, pero fue en el teatro. Okay, as a last question, Sarah Jones wants to know where he can find the short film Bloody Mary. He said that he's searching it for everywhere he can find it. And Stewart, you acted on Crazy Love, but the question is from both of you, how these love for movies started in you? I know you tell us how do you met in a stage, but how this love for movies, I don't know, appears in your life. But first, Sarah, where is Bloody Mary?
I can't find it. I don't even have a copy of it. And that was so... It's a Lady Gaga song, so she may not be able to post it. But, it was dark and creepy and wonderful. You know what? I will look. If I can find it, I will send it to you guys. Let me see if I can find it.
Which one is it?
Bloody Mary. It was.
When did you do that?
Oh, that was 5 years ago, 6. But it was a really wonderful, dark. It was Carnival of the Nightmares kind of scene design. Is really, really interesting and dark.
Roma Con.
Yeah, it was really cool. Okay, when I was a kid. And I suspect for you too, black and white TV. And they had a lot of hours to fill. So they used to have monster movie nights on Saturday night, late night. If I could sneak in and turn the TV on really quiet, I could watch Creature from the Black Lagoon and Frankenstein and, oh my God, I want to say Metropolis. I mean, they would air all the classic, Wolfman versus Dracula and, all the wonderful, great and bad horror movies. The Lon Chaney Phantom of the Opera.
They showed The Silent?
Yeah, they would show There would be a specialty.
I didn't get to see that until I paid for it at Fox Theater in St. Louis.
Yeah, it was pretty freaking awesome. The original Lon Chaney is stunning. But I think that all those wonderful horror movies and science fiction movies, There was something about them in black and white. And that was when we just saw The Shape of Water. It was like such, it was a Valentine to the creature from the Black Lagoon.
It's an homage to the creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's a great movie. You know?
And I assume Kansas City was the same as other areas, but there would be a host.
Yeah, a freaky host.
There would be a host in makeup, like the host would be dressed as a vampire or a werewolf or something, and would have crazy sets and give you a little pitch on the show, and then they play the show. But not only was it the Friday and Saturday night creature features, but there was there was a St. Louis station that would have I forget what they called it. It was like the midnight matinee movie or something like that. Actually, at midnight they would show a movie, and I've got to go to school the next morning. But there's a movie on that I haven't seen yet, and I'm out in the middle of the country where you don't get to go to the movie theater very much, and so I'm staying up till 2:00 with my eyes open trying to watch these movies. And so I've always loved movies. I love Westerns. I want to be in a Western, and I haven't been in one. I was in Westworld, but that doesn't really count.
No.
Have you been in a Western? What's your favorite kind of movie?
Oh, generally anything I die in. Well, no, Gunsight was a short that was a science fiction Western. So it's set on another planet, and instead of rifles, they have blasters and technology, but we're dressed like cowboys. That was pretty cool, but I didn't get a horse.
I've never had a horse.
I would like to have a horse.
I grew up with ponies.
I'd like to ride a horse.
It has nothing to do with movies.
Of course, I was in a race.
No, but it's a great idea. But it's crazy, and not as an ending, but as a congratulations. It's great because this love started with watching these movies, and in fact, I found the picture, and I'm telling Jhon if we can share it. Jhon, muéstrale la foto que te mostré, because it's like the fourth circle, because you appear, yes, in Gremlins, and also, Stewart, you appear, and we talk about that movie the last time, The Possession of Michael Keane, so it's like fulfilling a circle, but I will ask Jhon to, show that picture to Sarah. I found it.
I'm not sure.
El que tiene de portada en Facebook.
Or my wallpaper, whatever you call it.
Es el que tiene de portada en Facebook.
It's the one that you got as a profile page on Facebook.
Yeah. I love that one.
Yes. I'll send it to you.
Thank you. Me lo voy a enviar.
Oh, that was
amazing.
And that was cold that night too. Ooh, yeah.
Was that on a studio lawn?
No, that was down by the Queen Mary, because they have that little shopping area that's supposed to look like an old English village. So yeah, that was down that was down in Long Beach. Ooh, it was cold. Ooh, that was a cold night.
Jhon, para mí es felicitarlos, no sé tú.
De hecho, sí, vamos a brindar un fuerte aplauso. Bravo.
Bravo.
Oh, thank you.
No, thanks to you.
Sara y Stewart.
All right.
No, lo que quieras decir.
Yo la verdad estoy muy agradecido. Obviamente, dígale primero a Sara que la verdad en Pinklist es increíble, que si tiene la copia de Bloody Mary nos la envíe, que es asombrosa en Gremlins, ni que se diga. Y Stewart sabe que siempre es el héroe de la infancia mía en el cine, y que obviamente el Rey Donovan es increíble. Y también me gustan las películas de vaqueros. De hecho, hay una página que se llama
Pero él nunca salió en una.
¿Y por qué no ha salido en una? Es más,
dice que ni siquiera Westworld vale, porque en Westworld no era un western.
A mí me gustan los western. Dígale que a mí me gustan los western. I love los western. Y no solo eso, yo sigo una página que se llama The Gringo, que dan puras películas del oeste. El Manaja es mi favorita.
Okay. I know he said a lot, but I will try to capture it. Sarah, thank you for being here. in fact, Jhon wants to say again that he will try to find Bloody Mary and that you were also on Freckles. And Stewart, I know that you know that. But you are the hero from Jhon from his childhood, from Across Five Aprils. You know that I also love, but in my youth, I got like 33 years. Yes, I watched Danica and I get blown away from the movie. And of course, I freaking love, man. And we freaking love your career. And that Jhon also agreed that it will be great to see both of you on a Western. That he always watch westerns in a page called El Gringo. I don't know, Jhon. No, in fact, it's crazy. You were talking about Phantom of the Opera from Don Chaney. I don't know if YouTube allowed me to say that, but I downloaded it. Sorry. I don't know where in a page from horror movies, but it really was a download, amazing movie. And Jhon, las redes, ¿sí?
Sí, pero ¿cuándo actuará en una película de vaqueros, man?
No. Yes, I know that you tell it, but where you will act in a Western, both of you.
Oh, we would love that.
Great, sure.
Yeah.
Although I have been Across Five Aprils counts as a Western. I never even thought of that. But it counts as it.
Yes. Okay, I'll go for that.
Yes, we'd love to do a Western together.
Yes. Jhon, que técnicamente Crossfire Plus es un Western, pero que le encantaría volver a hacer uno.
Facebook, right?
Oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah, but all we do is Facebook, and we don't do it that much, really. I mean, anybody can get in touch with us through there. Yeah. I have a Twitter account, but I almost never use it. So that's all I do. That's all. And you don't even do Twitter, do you?
Oh, God, no.
No, you don't. So
Twitter.
Yo la verdad quiero brindarle otro aplauso porque estamos muy agradecidos.
We are very thankful.
No, la verdad, agradecidos. ¿Y qué les pareció la entrevista? Cuéntanos.
Yes, no, not only for the grateful we are, but what do you think about this interview?
I've had a blast. Yeah. You guys love film. You love film.
And TV and short films and whatever in the middle.
Yeah, and that comes out.
Yes.
And that's wonderful.
This channel is a labor of love.
Yes.
Mostly.
yes.
We don't got that many followers, but we know that the followers we got love cinema, so that's okay.
Yeah.
And in fact, I got a confession to make. Jhon, le voy a decir lo que pasó hoy. Today something crazy happens. Something from LA, the association from LA, from foreign, I don't know, invite us because we had interview with some Japanese filmmakers in the channel. That was a crazy because we need to. I don't speak Japanese. I only speak poorly spoken English. So they invite us tomorrow to watch some Japanese movies, and I was, yeah, that's great, but we don't live in LA. But it's great because this channel is now. They saw the channel that you are invited, and I was, Jhon, that's amazing. I mean, we are,
Cool.
Tell them to send you the tickets.
yes, no, this crazy. I said, Jhon, please tell it that send in the tickets. We don't even got the papers to travel, but that's beautiful. Because yes, this channel maybe is not winning money, but it's that labor a lot that Jhon got, and Jhon later invite me, and of course Cesar. It's beautiful, and you are part of this. Stewart, we are glad that you came back. Of course, Sarah, Stewart, this is your house. And this is a channel from Lot of Cinema. We love the premieres, but we don't care about the gossip, the glitz. No, we care about the work. Yeah. And both of you got an amazing work.
Bravo.
Bravo. Jhon, le tuve que contar.
By the way, your English is far better than my Spanish.
Sure.
And no, but I need to. I remember that you read my story, but I poorly translated because I'm a writer. So I need to get better in my writing so I can translate my stories. You know that, and by the way, I thank you to read that my story. I poorly translated, but thank you so much.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Oh, Jhon, I can die peacefully. Jhon, puedo morir. No, but
No.
we need not now because we need to talk when the Italian appears and when the Western appears and new projects appears.
No, es increíble. No, la verdad, a ambos, gracias y la verdad, no, bendíganos porque ya son como nuestros, como, padrinos del canal.
No, you have to bless us because you are like the godfather and the grandmother from the channel. The godmother, I don't know why. Stepmother? Yes, stepmother. No, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh,
God bless you. For you.
God bless you. And
Good night.
with your poorly Spanish, what can you say? Ciao, adios.
Hasta luego.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Hasta luego.
Buenas noches.
Yes.
Arrivederci.
Hasta luego.
Arrivederci.
No, arrivederci is Italian, but it's okay. And maybe that's a clue. That's a clue from the Italian, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Ciao. Gracias. We
Good
love
night.
you. Good night.
Good night.